Circular reasoning is an argument that commits the logical fallacy of assuming what it is attempting to prove. To illustrate what this means, let's look at an example. This is a book called The True Book About Frogs. Let's take a closer look at this book to see if we are justified in believing its claims. To justify our belief in this book's claims, we may seek independent empirical verification, or to strengthen our belief without justification, we may seek dependent verification. This is also known as circular reasoning. When asked, how do we know that what is in the book is true, we can use independent verification to become more justified, or dependent verification, which leaves us unjustified. Independent verification appeals to the empirical data to either support or discredit the logical claim. Dependent verification appeals to the claim that was made to support the logical claim. What does this mean? Well, let's look at our example. The book claims that all frogs are purple. To justify your belief or disbelief in that statement, you can observe frogs until you find a non-purple frog. This justifies the belief that not all frogs are purple. Using circular reasoning to attempt justification, we may look at the True Book About Frogs again. It says that all frogs are purple and that the book is true. Of course, this does not justify a belief that all frogs are purple. Now let's take another slightly trickier example that our book may provide. The book claims that some frogs are purple. To justify a belief in this claim, you may observe frogs until you find a purple frog. This justifies the belief that some frogs are purple. Now, using circular reasoning in this example, we look at the True Book About Frogs again. It says that some frogs are purple and that the book is true. This is not a justification for a belief that some frogs are purple. Notice that the book's claim that some frogs are purple happens to be true. However, a belief that some frogs are purple is still unjustified when using circular reasoning. The circular argument would go like this. Premise 1. The True Book About Frogs is true. Premise 2. The True Book About Frogs says that some frogs are purple. Conclusion? It is true that some frogs are purple. The problem is that the conclusion merely restates premise 1, which makes the conclusion as uncertain as its premise. In this argument, what justification is given for believing that the book is true? Give up? None.